day I know, when you woke up in the morning to go to work and be home by supper time. You used to call you darling, bring you wine and flowers. They used to take you out on Friday night. But now he's taking chances and staying out all night, dancing with the ladies till the dawn. Turned to drinking whiskey, you're too tired to fight. Ain't funny how romance is, there it goes again, taking chances. We used to go to church every Sunday morning. We used to plant a garden every spring. We'd sit out on the porch, pick his old guitar. When the moon was right, he'd start to sing. He sang of taking chances, staying out all night, dancing with the ladies till the dawn. Turned to drinking whiskey, you're too tired to fight. Ain't it funny how romance is, there it goes again, taking chances. You're all alone, the house is dark and cold. Don't you think it's time you found somebody new? Maybe he'll return if it doesn't feel get burned, 'cause I'm gonna be the one who's loving you. And he's still taking chances, staying out all night, dancing with the ladies till the dawn. Turn to drinking whiskey, you're too tired to fight. Ain't it funny how romance is, there it goes again, taking chances. Ain't it funny how romance is, ooh, taking chances. Special place I know, somewhere deep in the heart of New England. I remember long ago, when I was knee-high to a man, running through the open yard, with the colors of the trees that turned. Then we moved out to the west, 3,000 miles across the land. I'm going back now to that special place I knew, where the maple grows and the rivers all run true. I pray that the good Lord keeps a watching over you till I make it back to 44 Lone Star Avenue. There'll be stops along the way, from Shasta to the city of New Orleans. Hold on for one more day, and I'll be driving up the coast, because it's you I'm thinking of. I can still hear the sound of your sweet voice calling, and we'll soon be coming home to the lady we love the most. I'm going back now to where the sun comes shining through, where the I pray that the good Lord keeps a watching over you until I make it back to 44 Lone Star Avenue. When I get up to Rochester, this heart will pound with joy. 14 miles and I'll be knocking on your door. In any kind of weather, I'll still be grandma's boy. I love you now and I will forevermore. I'm going back now to where the sun comes shining through, where the maple grows and the rivers all run true. I pray that the good Lord keeps a watching over you until I make it back to 44 Lone Star Avenue. I pray that the good Lord keeps a watching over you. I'm gonna make it back to 44 Lone Star Avenue. Running down the road at midnight, southern Arizona in the moonlight, thinking of his home and the distance he has roamed. 18 wheels keep moving on and on. Broken lights go flashing by, headlights searching through the sky as it makes his way into another town. Down along highway, heading for the California sun. Roll on, desert highway, he's going for a midnight run. She stands watching by the window, patiently she waits for his return. 3 days on the road and she's in LA all alone. When will she ever learn? He's been looking in another's eyes and making up his alibis. Tell her he's been faithful all along. Down along there's a highway, heading for the California sun. Roll on, there's a highway, he's going for a midnight run. Calls her from a hotel on the border, tells her that he'll soon be on his way. She knows where he's been and now it's coming to an end. She can't hold on another day, so she stops and packs her bags before he can make it to the bedroom door. Gets into her car and drives away. Down along there's a highway, saying goodbye to the California sun. Roll on, there's a highway, she's going for a midnight run. Down along there's a highway, now it seems he's not the only one. Roll on, there's a highway, she's going for a midnight, going for a midnight, going for a midnight run. town on the southern coast of Maine. There's an old scorpion in the driveway, the working class family. There's the sound of my mother's voice calling me. It's supper when the sun goes down, and my daddy's in the living room watching TV with my brothers all around, talking about home. I'm talking about home. Train to Denver, traveling across the land, and the track goes on forever from the mountains to the plains. There's a river flowing outside my window, and the wind is blowing through the trees. And I'm proud to say I'm an American man, living when the soul runs through, talking about home. Talking about home. Moving from town to town. Never knowing where I'm bound. Home. But each night, Lord, I pray. Home. That you help me find my way back home. I'm gonna find myself a woman, gonna take her as my wife. We'll build a big house up on the hill, and we'll call it paradise. We'll add 3 fine children in a pickup truck, and we'll thank the good Lord above. All the food and the shelter, the clothes on our backs, and this beautiful house of love. Talking about home. I'm talking about home. Darling, I'm coming home. They raised an old cowboy who comes from the valley. His crops and his fields were all green. Skies made of blue and a woman so true. Horses and cattle ran free, till the lawman came round and tore up his ground, started a big factory. Now that old cowboy just sits by the window, stares out at what used to be, and the winds of change go sweeping across the remains. Not one word was spoken, but a poor heart is broken, looking out at the old range. And now it's gone, gone with the winds of change. Neath the light of the moon, the two be bride and groom took a long, pleasant walk through the woods, in an unbroken land to the river so grand, they'd make it their own if they could. But a rich businessman with some cash in his hand put up 4 big concrete walls. Now that groom and his bride break down and cry at the side of the new shopping mall. And the winds of change go sweeping across the remains. Not one word was spoken, but 2 hearts are broken, looking out at the old range. And now it's gone, gone with the winds of change. Now the sun's going down on an old farming town, where the people were all filled with cheer. From that old corner store to the Pebblestone church, there was hardly one sign of a tear, until the highwaymen came by dozer and crane and turned that old town into stone. Well, now there's a freeway, but 5,000 people are left in the cold with no home. And the winds of change go sweeping across the remains. Not one word was spoken, but 5,000 broken, and a whole town was shot down in flames. And now it's gone, gone with the winds of change. God help us to slow down the winds of change. Heard her talking just the other day. She said her love was tied and true. Couldn't help but hear all the things she had to say. She said her heart was bound to you. She said that you're the one who helps her read the pain. She told him that you need you like the flowers beneath the rain. She said, honestly, I'll be forever in love. Honestly, I wouldn't lie. And then she kissed him goodbye. Got me to thinking about a girl that I once knew, somewhere back in 1983. Swore from the heart that she'd never leave me blue. She used to say these words to me. She'd say, sweet little darling, you'll always be the one. I won't let nothing come between us, the moon and the sun. She'd say, honestly, I'll be forever in love. Honestly, I wouldn't lie. And then she kissed me goodbye. Kinda makes you wonder what's gone wrong in this world today. Why can't anyone stay together? I'm gonna find a good woman on some sunny day. When I do, it'll be forever. I mean forever. more than 8 years. It seems like yesterday since you left me here, stranded in this town. 2,000 tears slowly washed away, and now my feet are back upon the ground. So I move on, going down the road I must choose. I can be strong, I can live my life without you. Start over again, I ride with the wind and pay my dues with the country boy blues. I had a dream a long, long time ago that I play guitar down in Tennessee. Someday my feet will take me down that road. There's the voices in the night keep beckoning. So I move on, going down the road I must choose. I can be strong, Lord knows I'll make it on my own. Start over again, I'll ride with the wind, then pay my dues with the country boy blues. And there's a long road calling out to me, and like an eagle I was born to be free. And there's a bright star shining in the sky, leading me through the battles of this life. So I move on, going down the road I must choose. I can be strong, I got this feeling from my head to my shoes. Start over again, I'm playing the wind, Lord I'll never lose the country boy blues.